Hello, hello. It's me, Bonnie from stepintobrilliance.com. How are you doing today? I am coming to you because I want to talk about something that I don't think a lot of people have mentioned. So, everyone's talking about self-care, right? The one thing that they kind of forget to talk about is what is self-care. So, it's all very well and good for doctors, coaches, counselors, moms and dads, friends, teachers, all these people saying, practice good self care. Don't forget your self care. And I think, and I've talked about this before, a lot of people think, oh, just go have a bubble bath and there's some self care, just some downtime, which it can be, but that's not really what self care is. It can take many forms and has different areas of life where you might need more or you might need less, or you might not need any at all today, but tomorrow you might need a ton of it in that area. And so I thought it wise for us to have a little chat about what self-care actually means. What does it actually mean when all these people who love you, who want you to have the best, are telling you to practice? What does it mean? It doesn't mean just go have a bubble bath. It doesn't mean find 5 minutes somewhere, maybe, sort of. Doesn't mean just rah rah in the mirror, which can also be a good thing. So, what is self care? Well, let me break it down very simply. Self care is an action that we take on purpose, with purpose, to take care of ourselves emotionally, physically, mentally, and spiritually. Now, the part of all of that that tends to get missed the most and is kind of the vital part is the on purpose and the with purpose. So, what does that really mean? That means that we are doing something literally for no other reason than for self care. And I like the way that we talk about it with little kids because I think it makes a lot of sense to us too. Filling your bucket or your cup or whatever vessel you would prefer, filling your soul, doing the things that balance out the stresses. And it takes more good stuff to balance out that heavy stuff. What do you do on purpose, regularly, scheduled, not crammed in if I can find time? Let me tell you, the stuff that you label and if you can find time for it rarely has time found for it. You agree? Do you agree? Give me a like, give me a hell yeah if you agree with me, because we rarely find time for the stuff that's optional. It's sad, but it's true. And sweets, you are not optional. You should not be optional in your life. There is no one should be taking better care of you than you. No one. So, on purpose, with purpose. And it's funny the things when I do my workshops on self-care, the things that come up are kind of shocking to people what self-care can involve. Yes, it can involve, that bubble bath or, 5 minutes with the door closed of deep breathing, but self-care can also be taking that painting class. Self-care can also be making an appointment and keeping it to get a checkup or to have, the doctor look at that issue that you've been kind of ignoring. Self-care can be choosing to have a healthy meal instead of a bag of chips for dinner, right? And planning those things. So while we look at things like meal prep, for example, as a hassle, instead we can flip that on its head and look at it as really beautiful self-care. You're giving yourself time, freedom, because when you don't have to plan every single day, you only plan like maybe once a week or every couple of days, it takes a lot of the pressure off. and your decision-making energy is left for other things. So all of those are also beautiful self-care. And I want you to consider where in your life you need to give yourself a little more love and a little more care, and figure out how you can start doing that on purpose and with purpose. Say it with me, friends. On purpose and with purpose, because you are just as valuable as anybody else that you take care of. So, leading by example, I am going to go do my own planning for this week for some self-care time and for things that are going to make my life easier, healthier, and happier. And I hope that you join me. Let me know in the comments below what you might choose this week to work on a little more self-care, what area of life that you're going to choose to work on. And I would love to support you in that. All right, so I will talk to you again really soon. Mwah. Bye for now.